Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double X.
Positive Power 21.org. Internet radio.
You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
That's right, you tell them, little buddy. You tell them. You're listening to Late Night with Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, a.k.a. the Batman of Chance. What's up, everybody? We hope you had a great weekend and a super Monday. I know Mondays can be rough. Man, I just finished doing some yard work, man, because I couldn't do it the weekend. We got a lot of rain. But, it's all good. Anyway, tonight, we got another great show. KIMMIE Kim is going to be hosting Mr. Dante. I'm sorry, not Dante. I was going to say Dante. I was thinking about the football player. Dwayne Culpepper is here. That's right, from CMG, a.k.a. Tha Corinth. He is here to share his journey. But before we bring him out, let me see what's going on in KIMMIE Kim's world. There's always going something always up in KIMMIE Kim world because she got daughters. What's up, KIMMIE Kim? How you doing? What's up?
Hi, Jerry. How are you doing?
I am well.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am well. Well, I had to hit the road. I got caught in the beach traffic coming back. Well, going to. I had to do. I did a round trip. I had to go I had to take my people back home. My parents. They came over. Okay. Yeah, to visit a little bit for a couple of days with my sister, and they volunteered me to drive them back because nobody wanted to drive in beach traffic. So that's what it was. So anyway, it was great. It was great, hanging out with my peeps and everything, They haven't been here in a while. They haven't been here in the Baltimore area in like 2 years. 2 years.
Well, every once in a while you gotta, I like road trips. That means that, you can go and, so I just love road trips. So,
well, you've been doing, that's right.
Opportunity.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're doing road trips now because you still visiting colleges, right?
Well, not yet. She's at a university in St. Louis. They have like a summer camp for medical students who want to become a doctor. So they have this little mini trial of what it's like to be a medical student. So she's like in the same city. She just said, I'm not used to her being gone for a week. So
yeah, that's hard. That's well. Imagine when they go away, man. Because I remember that feeling, And then both of them were gone. Cause remember, the girl was gone for 2 years before my son went off to school. So I remember that first day when my oldest son moved out. It was funny because I was taking a nap. It was crazy because he didn't give us no warning at all. Because he stayed in the lower level. What happened was, at that time I wasn't doing podcasting, I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I was. So anyway, I can't even remember what year it was, but I just remember I was taking a nap and I heard a truck backing up because my next door neighbor, his driveway goes alongside my house. He's in the back of us and he has like a little hump, to his driveway. I don't know why it's not smooth out. It was weird. So anyway, so what happened? My son's stepfather was backing his truck up, and he had to hit the gas to get it over that little hump, right, to get it up. So I look out the window. I said, it looked like Warren's truck. So I called my son. I said, what's going on, man? He said, I got an apartment. I'm moving in today. I was like, what? I said, why you gonna do this? I was like, man, it caught me off guard. Then he took my TV and everything that he gave me. So I was tripping. So that was my first experience, one moving out without any warning. So at least you're going to be prepared for your first one. So that'll be cool. Kim, you got a little bad reception. You like in and out. You going in and out.
Am I?
Yeah, you were.
I hear me.
Yeah, it's still kind of a little fadey, you know. So you out there driving? You driving around in St. Louis?
Oh, no. I'm at home. I don't have anymore. I tried that with you one time. It didn't work. Is this better?
Yeah, that sounds way better. So you back on the Wi-Fi then? You must have jumped on the Wi-Fi.
Okay. It must have been this. One of my Bluetooth.
Oh, your Bluetooth was out? That's what it was?
No. How sometimes it just gets old and it wants to act up. So, yeah. So you went on a trip and got caught in traffic, and now you home. You just had a busy week.
Yeah, well, the deal is my dad had to have a little minor surgery, so they came over a day early. My sister picked him up. So I guess the thing was my mom didn't want her to do all the work. And my brother lives over there. You know, he lives on that side, where the beaches are, the shores. So he wasn't going to do that because he was already doing enough, taking him to his appointments and stuff. So, when your parents get older, everybody got to chip in, you got to chip in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
that's understandable because they were there for us, so it's our time to be there for them.
Yep. And it's not my first rodeo because my wife's, we went through the same thing, with both our parents. They both got sick different times, and then they move, because when they move, you kind of want them to be in a situation where if they fall, personnel is there. You have to worry about them going up and down steps, because that's the whole thing too, steps. But fortunately for my parents, they have a rancher, but it has like a lower level. And so my dad doesn't have to go down steps if he don't want to. But of course, he's gonna go anyway because he likes to go into his office to watch Skeet Jones on his laptop. I brought his laptop upstairs, and he took it back downstairs. So that was crazy. Anyway, I don't got time. Yeah, he like to go down there and watch, see what we're doing on Facebook and everything. Yeah, so that's where we are right now. Is trying to help the people, because and it's going to happen to everybody. When you live long enough, your parents live long enough. They don't. They're
it's
not
a blessing actually to live long.
Right.
So yes.
They're not as mobile, and a lot of times, they don't want to make changes. Like they got to get used to the fact they're not supposed to drive, like they used to. And,
How old are they?
My dad is 85. I think my mom is 81, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's 81.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's considered young these days. Yeah, because they don't have no walking canes, no walkers, or nothing. Yep. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah. My father-in-law actually lived to 92, 93. Or something. Maybe older than that. Maybe he was 94. I keep forgetting. He was doing real well. Real well. Just that after a while the ticker gets a little weaker. There's only so much the doctor can do these days because they are experimenting with transplants. I think we all heard about the guy. I think he had a pig's heart, but I think something went wrong with. I think something went wrong, not with the heart itself, but something else went wrong. But so they still working on that kind of stuff. So that's where we are, modern medicine,
Absolutely.
Right? All right. Well,
modern medicine keeps you alive. So
that's right. But nobody want to get the vaccine, though. But they're gonna take a Tylenol. They don't know what's in it. Got a headache. What you got? I think it's Tylenol. Okay. Nobody want to take no booster. Matter of fact, I was teasing Kelly last week because Kelly got this thing that soon people are going to be running around like zombies. I said, but don't you remember that movie World War Z with Brad Pitt? It was the people who didn't get the vaccine that was turning into zombies. So she had the story wrong. Yeah. So then I said, so you guys are all concerned about what's in the booster shot, but how about what's in COVID? Because I'm hearing people who got infected. Some of them are on not life support, but they on oxygen for here on out. Some people can't get rid of their colds. They can't taste food. So I don't know. I want to take the chance on the booster shot than not to be able to taste my food. I don't play.
That's understandable.
So I'm not lobbying, but we know some people who still can't taste their food, and that's not a good thing. And I remember my sister had a little issue with her allergy or something happened where she had lost taste for a while, you know. So she said it wasn't a good feeling, you know. Can't enjoy southern fried chicken and a really, really good ripe apple. A really good apple. Nothing like a good
now
apple.
That sounds good.
I know.
I love my fried chicken.
I know. Fried chicken and fried calf. I had some fried catfish on Saturday. Yeah.
How was it?
It was so nice. My son and I, it was funny. And we coming to you, Dwayne. Don't worry, brother. You got 30 minutes of airtime, maybe longer. But anyway, it was just my son and I said, "Look, let's go out, man." So we got dressed and went out to made reservations at a seafood restaurant, and they had the balcony open, everything, the patio, and so you kind of like, you know how you at those restaurants where they can open up the wall and it's like you're outside now. Well, they did that. So we was out there, on the patio chilling. I had catfish and some sweet potato fries, and he had fried shrimp and fries and stuff like that. We was having a great time, talking about, life moving forward. And I said, man, wouldn't it be nice, wouldn't it be the Bond movie, you look behind you and your McLaren sitting right there on the street waiting for you. That's how smooth they get this whole place is laid out. It's like the restaurants line this cobblestone, not cobblestone, it lines a road, a small little, it's like a complex of stores and everything. You seen them like, I think they call them strip malls, but this one doesn't really look like a strip mall though, kind of.
Oh, wow.
A little bit. Yeah, it's really hooked up really nice. They were very, it looked like a little village of stores and restaurants. That's what it looks like. Really nice. And you can sit out there and eat. They got patios everywhere, outdoor patios. You don't even have to eat at the restaurant if you don't want. They got outdoor patio, lawn furniture everywhere, and they have live bands and jazz and stuff on Thursday nights. Yeah, it's really cool.
I love me some jazz.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really,
we don't have. St. Louis is interesting. Just pray for our city. There's too much crime here to get out.
Well, we got crime too, but
sit
it's
out
like
on the balcony.
Well, Baltimore got its share of crime too, but out on the outskirts, you start moving like 20, 30 minutes away from the city. You start moving into areas that start having these. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I took him the week before that. Him and I went driving, and because he learned how to drive, and then I said, let's go get some ice cream. So we went to Dairy Queen, which is like a good 25 minutes from us, and they had outdoor patio and everything, because you can't eat in Dairy Queen right now. They still shut down for COVID, but they had the patio and everything open, and we was out there chilling. We put the dog and everything, just chilling. Had some seafood, because they serve seafood too, and we had a good time. Yeah, just because the weather's is really nice right now. It's not really super duper like hundreds like in Texas and stuff. I don't even know how to even take that, but whatever. But anyway, we got really nice weather right now, so we're taking advantage of it.
That sounds great.
Yep, so I've been hanging out with baby boy because he'd be leaving for school soon, and he working part time, so we try to get our time in while we can. All right, I'm trying to be a good dad. It's quality time.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk to Mr.
Let's
Culpepper.
Party started.
That's
I can't wait.
What's
Corinth.
up, Dwayne? What's up, Corinth? What's up, man? Mr. Minnesota? What's going on?
What's up,
Filmmaker?
What's up, Batman?
Producer? Director?
What up?
He's everything. He just
Kim, how you been, dear?
Just exploding on the scene.
I've been fine. How about you?
I'm good, man. It's good. Nice to see you still rocking it with the Kingdom, rocking with Jerry Royce. I'm very proud of you.
Oh, he's the reason why I've been in radio for so long.
That's right.
He got me started on podcasting, so I love my Jerry.
That's
Jerry.
Right.
I know that.
We've been together.
Yeah.
We've been together. We've been radio husband and wife for 8 years. That's right.
Yeah.
Man, Jerry, that dude. I remember first time I met that dude.
I was short.
That dude was honest with me, man, about everything.
I was a short guy when you met me, right?
Now, Jerry, if you don't want the honest truth, don't ask him. Yeah.
Yeah, but he gonna keep it honest with you. He gonna keep it thorough with
That's
you.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't want him to be honest, don't ask, because he will.
Man.
Yeah, man. I remember.
Man ain't no joke.
I'm gonna tell you the way. I remember meeting you like it was yesterday, man. I can remember when I met you was through the Bellows. You remember?
I know.
Yeah. He was at he was at, matter of fact, it was an event by Dr. Man, how you slip his name slipped my mind that quick.
I forgot that brother's name.
Yeah,
man.
he hadn't been around for a minute. Yeah, Doctor.
Yeah, it was at I forgot the place it was in PA, but me and you, all of us was there.
No, he actually had
David was there.
No, I think you was here in Baltimore when he had the event in Glen Burnie, because I think Jones. Cause you was with Jones. Yep, J. Nicole. J. Nicole Jones had an event the first day, Saturday, and then he had an event that Sunday, right?
Yep, you're right. I'm thinking about another one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one the first one me and you met at, the one that J. Nicole put together.
Yep, because Charles Clark was there speaking. All them guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we was doing media, man.
Me and Batman got history. We got history.
Yep, we got history, man. We got history. And then we met again in PA when J. Nicole gave another event, which was really nice too.
We did that one. Yeah.
So you weren't. Definitely. So you weren't at the one that was in. Okay, was that the one at Hershey Park? That was at Hershey Park, right?
I was at that one too.
Yeah, you was at the one
at Hershey Park. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I think she gave another one that was at the college. That's right. Yeah, you tore that one up, man. That's the one you tore the stage up. I remember that one. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember because my son, he did. That was an award-winning footage that my son did because he shot from the balcony. Yeah. I remember that.
Your son did do us all good with that footage, though.
Yeah, I think he was only 15. I think he was only 15 at the time. Would you believe he's in his third year of college, Dwayne? His third year.
Man, don't say that, man. That makes me feel like I'm getting old. I just met your son, man.
Third year.
Did some events, man.
Yep, he was. I think he was in junior high school, or maybe high school when you met him. Maybe he just got there. I think. Man, wow. Whew, time is flying, man. My dad said that like 15 times in the car the other day. The time is flying. I thought I was gonna hit the ceiling.
We just gotta keep our foot to the pedal, man. Keep the grind going, man.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
That's right. Keep getting better. Let's keep getting better, right? That's what we gotta do.
That's all that happens. We just keep getting better at everything that we do.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Amen. All right. Well, look, I'm gonna turn everything over to KIMMIE. Kim, you guys have a great show. I am right here if you need me. Amen.
Let's do it, Kim. I'm with it.
Well, Jerry, thank you so much again for this wonderful opportunity. And Corinth, it's been since 2018. How I remember is because that's the year I was first diagnosed with breast cancer. You gave me nuggets to live on. So thank you so much.
No doubt. I was following your progress and was praying for you and everything. And you definitely came out of that joint a winner.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, God. I learned that it also mind over matter, so you must stay focused on what is important. And, thank you so much.
Amen.
For that. I love your music now and everything. It's a long way.
What's going on with the music thing?
Yeah, together because I know you're still doing music, and I saw your bio that you have been writing a book.
Yeah. What happened was when I was getting into doing the book, I couldn't find the right type of writer and publishing company. So, I just started taking my videos and making them into the reality of what happened, what transpired in certain places and certain elements in my life. And I started doing that with Undisputed Lazarus, The Truth, The Untold Truth, and things like that, those type of videos and those albums. So all of that content and all those songs that I wrote for those albums did very well for me, on the independent circuit. So, the book, I put the book on the back burner, and when I put it on the back burner, my videos now, when you see my videos, they're real life like real life testimonial videos that you're watching. You're not just seeing a regular video from me anymore. You're seeing the actual things that have happened.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because sometimes you can only tell your story yourself, so that's good to know. But before we dig into that, I would like the listeners to know, who is Dwayne Culpepper, a.k.a. Corinth?
You know, I get asked that question, Kim, a lot, and I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, you're being the Corinth right now. You was just Dwayne the other day." So a lot of people, you know, just decipher the two individuals, and it hit me the other day that Dwayne Culpepper and the Corinth they're very, very different, but they're one and the same. You know, when it comes to a heart for Jesus Christ. Dwayne is very, you know, bookwormish. Dwayne reads a lot. Dwayne goal-orientated. Dwayne wants to be a leader. Dwayne wants to pour into everybody's heart. Dwayne's a family man. Dwayne, you know, definitely loves the Lord. You know, Dwayne, you know, he's trying to change a movement, set a trend, you know, set something different up for everybody. And Dwayne, but the same thing between Dwayne and the Corinth is they'll put themselves last and put other people first. You know, that's Dwayne, you know, and he's very humble. People think Dwayne is that he isn't a humble guy, but I'm very, very humble. I'm very humble. I didn't used to be. I was very quick-tempered, very hot-headed at times, you know, but walking with Jesus Christ and doing the music that I've done, you know, and life experiences, that's what humbled me over the years.
That's good to know, because one thing I have learned about life is that it will either humble you or it will break you. And so I just love the fact that you just said that you are a servant for the Most High. So that's one thing that I do get when I do talk to you, is the fact how humble you are and how you love to serve others. And that's what's so beautiful about you. And thank you for that. So what's the major distinguish between Corinth and Dwayne Culpepper? Is it the music or is it something else?
I would say it's the music, definitely.
Okay.
Now that you put it like it's the music, because Corinth will go hard, like really hard. I mean, I just did a show. I just did a show a few days ago. Yeah, the Corinth will go hard. I'm talking about till he probably loses his voice on stage. Dwayne pretty much likes to be the businessman and play the background. If Dwayne could push Corinth and they be two separate people, that'll be a threat to the enemy's kingdom. You know, so it's the music that separates the two. The music.
It's the music. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you've been in the game for quite some time, and I love your music. I still have your music. Please, let's revisit what got you into music. What was the burning sensation about music that caused you to want to spend most of your time in this field? Because I still love White Tape, and, you know, it's another one, Mayweather, so I still listen to those too. So I'm sure you got more,
Amen.
But it's
I got a whole lot more, yeah.
It's dope. It's dope. So I can only imagine like your new project, so, or newer. So what made you decide to go into that?
The truth, you know, just to get right to it, a broken heart. You know what I mean? When I got a broken heart, you know, I never experienced that before. I never, you know, want to experience it again. You know, because, you know, a broken heart, you know, you really feel like you're hurting, like somebody, you know, pulled your heart out your chest and stomped on it 50 million times. So when it was like I saw that I couldn't resolve what I was trying to resolve with a woman that I loved and things like that, and then family, friends, music is my safe place. Music is my safe haven. Music is where I can go be Dwayne and Corinth. To be honest with you, Dwayne can sit down and tell Corinth how to draw the road map, you know what I'm saying, and Corinth will sit down and put it all together, for you to hear, the stories, So, that kept me in it because people walk away from me. They will. But music is a testimony of peace. It will always be there. So if somebody were ever to go back and say, man, I didn't do that to Corinth or what have you, or if somebody would ever to listen to one of my songs and say, man, did Corinth really go through that? Did that really happen to him? You know what I'm saying? It's like all of my music and all my videos, they tell this story that you'll be able to follow for a very long time, and you'll be able to see, what my struggles were. But the one thing that I value now and the one thing that I am incorporated into my music now is happiness and showing what God has done, the role he has laid out for me, the plan that he said that he put out there for me. When I hear people say, well, God made a plan for me, or God did this and God did that, I used to listen to them and like, man, God didn't do that or whatever. But now when I look at me, I got evidence where I can say God did this. Because there's no way Dwayne could have did it. You know what I mean? There's no way Corinth could have tapped into the resources and did it. So music was my voice. It's been my voice for a very long time.
And you have a very unique voice when it comes to when you spit or rap. I know that is one of your gifts, so I can confirm with that. And so is it truth in saying that some of your songs are from like real life experiences, or would you say that they aren't? Because I know like that Red Tape, that was a very personal song, right?
You mean the White Tape? Yeah. The White,
tape, right.
Yeah. All the songs that you hear come from life experiences. It's the truth. If I go in the studio to write a song or to do anything, something has to trigger something in me for it to happen. I just can't go and say, well, I'm going to make an album about this, or I'm going to make an album about that. I can't do that. Gotcha. That's not how God has built me. The White Tape was an experience for me, a testimonial for me and my brother, my younger brother that passed. So the White Tape was me talking about, the walk and helping him get into heaven. That's that whole thing about his transition into heaven. You know what I mean? See, people don't listen to the song closely, but if you listen to it closely, I say Jesus will carry him, he won't break up, but he wouldn't get to heaven, watch him wake up. You know what I'm saying? And that's about him being before the Father. And all my songs that are like this, like the new album that's coming out, Grown Man Business, and then the film, Eyes for You, and, the series that we got coming out, Kingdom, the Love and Faith Chronicles, is a lot of stuff that a lot of people that are working with me on that, we're bringing reality to TV, we're bringing reality to music, we're bringing healing to music, healing to TV. We're doing, and I'm doing something that I can hopefully look back on one day and, and say, okay, this person got healed through that, because that's the ultimate plan. Or this person got saved through that. But all of my songs and anything that I put my hands on, it has to have a personal piece in it in order for me to drive it, in order for me just to keep this, to lay the foundation.
Understandable, because it won't be real. And one thing I have to say about you, you are truly a real brother. So I do get it. So what's going on in the in some of your songs? Do you have a new project coming out, or are you traveling?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more about it. Listeners can support that, you know.
Let me just say they probably listening, but let me say what's up to Cast 2911. You know, that's my new family, my new team of actors and actresses. They probably listening. You know, but we about to take to TV and streaming by storm. We got something up our sleeve that's going to really have you sitting on the edge of your seat. You know, but the way I don't want to like talk too long and forget something, but to put a nail in the coffin or what have you, this whole filming thing and this whole music thing started with something that happened between me and an artist that I had to let go from my company. And because I wasn't going to do an album, I was going to focus on doing my last album and pushing it, which is the Signature Series, Page 1. I wanted to stay on that because me and Sharmika Burnett, we was doing this docu-series and people was taking notice of it, and people was like, okay, I want to see what else they going to do and stuff like that. So Grown Man Business, if you look at all of my albums, you got The Storm Is Over, which was my testimony. You look at Undisputed Lazarus, which was my fight album. And you look at the Signature Series, which is Real Life. You know, but now you look at Grown Man Business, I done grew up. You know, I done grew up to understanding what women look for, what women understand, godly women, what the church is all about, you know what I'm saying, walking as a godly man, speaking into the people's lives, understanding that I'm not perfect either. I can fall to sin as well as the next man, you know, and so on and so forth. Grown Man Business is the ending of one chapter, the opening of another one, you know what I mean, closing that book on hurtful love songs and opening another book on happy love songs. You know what I'm saying? And taking all of that and visually putting it together, you know, like, you know, on my album, I got a song called Eyes for You. And me and Cast 2911, we went and turned that into a movie, which I never wanted to do a movie. That was never my intent, you know, but it got so good with the docu-series. Me and Sharmika Burnett, we thought about it and said, hey, let's keep it going. So she pulled some cast people together. I pulled some cast people together. We created this tight niche crew of actors, and now we about to hit a home run so hard it's gonna shake the earth, because we just got something that nobody's doing right now, and that's the whole piece of how Grown Man Business, Part 1, Grown Man Business, Burning Black Book, Eyes for You, and Kingdom, how all those three things tie together. It's between me, those actors and actresses, and, you know, it's all over Facebook. If you look on Facebook, all social media, you'll see.
Okay, I will.
We about to put it in front of you. Definitely.
That's awesome. How long have you been working on the project again? Like a few years, or was it just more of a level?
Well, Grown Man Business, I started on that last year. You know, and Grown Man Business was turning out to be just one album. I wanted to put it out and, you know, put out some great content. But the more and more and more I went to the studio, life started happening. You know, my mom got sick. We fought to keep her here, and people came in and out of my life. You know, artists started trying to, you know, talk bad about me, my character, my label. And all those things was like, you know, God gave me the vision, you know, because Grown Man Business was going to be a group. I was about to, you know, transition to praise and worship. But then when the Lord showed me the vision and he showed me exactly where it started from, this whole thing where people really don't know the Corinth on the aspect of being about his father's business and being about that business. People don't know that. All they used to hearing is Corinth got hurt here, he wrote a song about it. Corinth did this, he put a video out about it. But there was one thing that happened when this whole transition happened on social media that led up to the film, that led up to what we're doing. Shay Samuels came to me one day. Shout out to BDF, Shay Samuel, David Benton. She came to me one day and she told me, she said, Corinth, have you ever thought about just writing, talking to the lady in your music? I'm like, no, I never thought about that. She said, well, you really don't have to have her around to talk to her. Just talk to her through your songs. You know what I mean? And when I did that, the very first time I did it, I wrote Eyes for You. And when I did that, I was like, whoa, this is different. And I led off that scripture, the Bible says, speak things that be not as though they were. And when I led off of it, if you listen to the song, if you listen to the song, I said in the song, I can't see you. You know, all I can do is shape your voice. You know, but when you come, I'm standing here waiting because I done made my choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking into existence for her to hear and to know, you know, that, hey, you know, I'm standing right here, whomever she is. But when that song came out, I didn't know people was going to look at it the way that they did. So when it came out, you know, I got good feedback on it. So my brother, we were shooting a video. My brother yelled out in the room where we was in shooting the scene, we're about to do a movie. And I'm like, no, we're not doing no movie. Ain't nobody got money for that. You know, so everybody that was in the room was interested. So I'm like, okay, I guess we doing a movie. So then God laid it on my heart to write this movie. And I knew how to do it. I just never did it. So I sat down and I wrote Eyes for You. And Eyes for You is pretty much like the song says. It's about the man, my character, Preacher. It's about him trying to get the girl. But as he tries to get the girl through all of his music, songs, and everything, his whole world come crashing down because everybody's coming at him and everybody don't want him with this one girl. Yeah, so that's
deep.
Yeah, it's a good film. I was surprised. Me and the cast, we just looked at it a couple of weeks back, and we was all very happy at the outcome. We was very happy at the outcome. But then as we kept doing that, God laid something on my heart. And I try to pay attention to what the Lord lays on my heart, and I try to follow the instructions, because the way I do music and the way that I look into the kingdom and the glory of Jesus Christ, I don't look at it like everybody else. I don't preach about what's being preached about now. I don't try to teach what's being taught now, because I believe an individual can be saved. Because when the Lord used me in that piece with my brother to help him get into heaven, that was an experience that I'll never forget, and the experience was to help him say the sinner's prayer so he can get into heaven. But here's my brother lying in his bed. He couldn't speak for himself. That's why I said in the song, a Lazarus moment. You know what I mean? So
that's awesome.
Imagine one man standing in a room full of doctors, your family standing there, you're on one side of the bed, and the only thing you have to go on, the only thing you have to hold on to is speaking for your lifeless brother. That's all you have. And when I did that, I knew, and I said it before all the doctors, and I said it before I knew it. I said, Lord, if you take him, I will still serve you. I'm going to still serve you if you take him. And when he went, that just, I didn't even know what to do with myself, but it was the word of God that sustained me. Because I went into a dark closet in the hospital. I didn't know where I was going. I was lost for at least about an hour. That's how that's to answer your question. That's how I feel. That's how Kingdom, the Love and Faith Chronicles. That's where all this plays a part. on that moment. I'm sitting in a dark room full of vacuum cleaners and scrubs in a hospital, and all I could do was break down and cry. That's all I could do, because I didn't know what the next move was going to be. My little brother just passed. I didn't know what to do, and the next person that I talked to, he probably don't remember this, but he will now. The next person I talked to a week later was Jerry Royce. I booked the interview. Yeah, I booked the interview to keep going. And Jerry's like, man, take your time. You ain't got to, I'm like, no, let's do it. And I did the interview, and I'm on social media crying through the interview. Still trying to work, but I'm crying through the interview. So that's how all these pieces with everything came together, but I didn't put them together. God was the one that put. God dotted every I and crossed every T, and he used Sharmika Burnett to start it, because I didn't know where we was gonna start from when I got when I got into this album that I was doing, the Signature series. When I got into it, I didn't know what the next move was gonna be, because I lost my little brother, and I'm fighting through that hurt. And so that's how all the three pieces are tied together.
That's beautiful. You have an amazing story, and one thing I have always loved about you from our interview is the fact of your humbleness and your meek spirit, and the ability for you to still announce that, hey, I cry too. I'm a man, but I cry. So that's good to know that. Exactly.
Yes,
it's nothing wrong with crying. Jesus wept, so I really believe it's okay. But still, one thing I love about you is your inner strength. The fact that you're hurting, but you're going through the interview process with Jerry. That shows your character and your tenacity. So I'll give you all love from that. That's amazing. So with that being said, what kind of legacy would you like to leave behind when God calls your name?
That's a good question. I never thought about it. And I'm not going to lie. I know we're live, but I never thought about it. But if I had to really give an answer, like the Bible, like Jesus says, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus says with the Bible, when he says, after his world's passed away, his word will still be here. You know what I mean? I guess, with me wanting to be a father, me wanting to be a husband, me wanting to do all these wonderful things, I don't never want to put myself before the people I love, or the people I support, or the people that I rock for. I tell all my cast members, and I tell all my artists, I'm not going to let you down. And I'm not. I'm not going to let them down. I don't care if they get $1 million and I get $1. That doesn't bother me, because I want to know that the work that I've done, and you're right about what you said about me, I have a service heart. I really do. And it's sad to me that a lot of people don't see that. They just see the out exterior.
Right.
Yeah, I'm very much a servant, very much. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if I have to leave a legacy back here, I would want to leave back here, not the works that I've done, not the works or the videos or the music. I want to leave the best memory of me that will carry on with someone else, to let someone like, man, when Corinth was alive or when Dwayne was alive, he did this and it works for him. And that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
leave a landmark. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. I don't want them to just look at all the records and the music and the videos. I really don't want them to look at that. You know what I'm saying? And I want my wife to look at me and be like, man, I love that, man. Y'all don't understand. I want that. And I want to leave that back here, too, because, you know what I'm saying, a man's legacy is valuable for him and for the people that see it. Because when you look at Jesus, Jesus walked this earth for 33 years. When you look at Jesus, that's legacy in itself, because he made all us in his image, and we all are wanting to walk in his image and do as greater work as he's done. But we can never be as great as Jesus Christ. But the fact of the matter is, I would want to leave something back that would be the greatest memory of me that would help somebody carry on to the next day.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Because I really believe that God placed us on here for a reason, and it's important that we, value what the time is and do the work and get that reward. So with that being said, how can people reach out to you? If they want to book you, they want to buy your music, how can they reach out?
Oh, they can. There's many ways now, so I'm going to try to narrow it down in a nutshell. They can follow me on social media, under Dwayne Culpepper, CMG Squad 2911. They can also follow me under Kingdom, the Love and Faith Chronicles with Cast 2911. The CMG Squad 2911 on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Everything has a tie to it. So, you see anybody from the squad, if you see Talina Fleming, Sharmika Burnett, Tequila Swearing Gene, Azizi Jahari, and the list goes on. You see my new artists, Brother Al, Nate, them. Any of those people, they're all tied to me. You'll find me through them. You'll find them through me. We're all linked together.
Okay. Well, my brother, I just thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been some time since we last spoke, but I still watch you. And, Jerry, do you have any other questions that you would like to ask my brother, Corinth?
Jerry got at least one.
I know. He got something up his sleeve.
At least one, Jerry.
I know.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I got one for him. I'm going to ask him a question pretty much on the film side. And, he's been involved with production for a long time, whether he's on the stage and the recording, now film. Tell me, Mr. Culpepper, do you got a love for the film?
Mm-hmm.
It runs deep, man. That's something that is just so fulfilling, man. When you put a film, I don't care how small, how big it is. I'm even talking about when I do my puppets, man. It's just such a fulfillment comes out of it. When the project is completed and you sit back and look at it, man, it's like overwhelming. And you hope people like it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, but congratulations to you, man. I just want to say congratulations to you before.
Amen.
Yeah. I applaud you.
And to tell you something about that, Jerry, so that whoever listens to this interview or anything like that, when I look back at the completion of the film with me and Cast 2911, man, we fought to get that done, man.
Yeah, it's a fight.
When you look at, the models and the other actors and actresses, we all was, even though it'll snow here and so on and so forth, we'll put on them heavy coats and we'll get out there and put our foot to the grindstone and we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But again, she don't want to take this young lady don't want to take her flowers, but her love for the film it triggered and triggers all of us. And that's Sharmika Burnett. When she answered my phone call to shoot this video, that's what got me right here today with a completed film.
Yeah. And the good thing, man, you had a lot of experience, doing music videos, because most of your videos have a story, the storytelling. So you kind of understand about, the whole storyboard thing, your shots, and,
definitely.
Where you're gonna place people, how they're gonna look at the camera. So you had a lot of experience. I was glad to see you jump. I was surprised when I saw you do it, but in a way I wasn't, because sometimes you never know where God is pushing you, because you're a storyteller. And so that had to be the next move, for you. Just like Dr. Clark, he tells people all the time that, his life before acting, and look at him now, You know, you're a storyteller.
You know what, Jerry? Me and David Ben had this conversation about a month ago. You know, you can't rap forever.
Right.
I mean, we ain't got Jay-Z money yet, but trust me, me and David, his label grinding, we grinding, but at the same time, the love for film and to see the creativity and everything that I've written for all these actors and seeing them all bring to life what's written and what we all talk about, because I go to the actors. I'll write it, but I'll, ask them certain questions and I'll put certain things in it that they want so it can be a piece of them for them and a piece of them for me as we come together, because we're working on doing a lot of things. But to see that completed piece of it and to look back and see like, man, we all did that.
Yeah.
It was a happy moment that day when we all saw it.
Yeah.
We was all very happy to even know that we completed something. And I didn't use no drug money. I didn't borrow money. I didn't go to no bank. I made a deal, and this is where we are.
That's right. And you know what? I'm glad you guys had that conversation, because I remember Shay and David and I, we had that conversation like right when COVID started, and I was trying to talk them into helping me do a series of music for children. Of course, that was my vision, but I was kind of having that kind of conversation in a way. It's like, we all can't rap and do some of the things we used to do before, because we're going to get older, and it's time for us to pass some of our experience down to our younger people, So I remember.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you like this here, and I don't want to keep eating up your radio time, but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the stories that you're about to see in Kingdom, a lot of these people, they ain't ready for it.
Yeah.
Kingdom is not that watered down gospel. It's not that show that you look and be like, man, I ain't gonna watch that no more. Kingdom is that show.
It's very real.
With it, man. When I tell you, from the characters, Marcus, Lady Divine, Queen, and Keisha, and Gideon, and the list goes on. Those characters, and the way the actors created them, embodied those characters, those storylines, bro. People not ready for them. I'm telling you, I know a lot of producers and film directors say that, and I know I'm one of the first to be in that lane, but I can honestly tell you those storylines gonna hit home from the very beginning, bro.
I can't wait to see it, man. We can't wait to see it. So how can people see it? How can we see it?
Oh, they can watch. I made a few deals with a few networks. One in the Caribbean, CBTV over there. They're gonna be playing it over there in the Caribbean. All Nations TV with Milton Wallace down in Texas. They're going to be playing it for me. Pulpit TV, they got it up for me on Fire Stick, Google Network, things like that. And then also, I'm in talks with Peachtree Cable Network in Atlanta, Georgia. They want to air it, but we're trying to get the time and shift the times around so we can make sure people can watch it without being in bed. You know what I mean? We want them to get it all, so I'm telling you right now, this is not something that you would turn the TV off after the first 5 minutes. You're going to want to see what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying that to sell it. I'm saying that because these actors and actresses, they wanted it to be that real.
Wow.
And they put everything in it for it to be that real, and I ran with them.
Yeah, all right, well, Dwayne Culpepper, we appreciate you coming here on Late Night, man, sharing your vision, your projects, man, and of course, don't be a stranger. Just hit me up anytime. It takes me a while to get everybody programmed because our email get bogged down. I would keep telling, and KIMMIE, I always tell people don't instant message me because that's like. I look at that late night. I mean, like time to go to bed. You got to email me to get in the task list. That's my task list. That's what I
learned that about you, Jerry. I learned when I send an email, I get a response quick.
That's right.
But if I send you a DM, it'll be 2-3 months later. Oh, man, I just saw this called Dwayne, man.
I tell him every time.
Man. I still love you.
KIMMIE, I tell him every time.
And see, I'm the opposite. If you DM me, I respond right away. So.
No, me, because I get DMs from all over the country. Man, I got so many. I try to go through the people I know that the new priority, but it's always Dwayne, and I'm gonna call out her too, Paula Breon, my Tuesday big hit radio show. She always DM me, and she and Paula Breon know like people that was with Tommy Boy Records that want to get on her show, and I would say, Paula, you supposed to be texting me, not emailing me and not DMing me. You supposed to text me. That's number one priority is texting me, and I hear she got a big artist waiting to come on the show, and she DMing me. Don't do that, y'all.
And see, Batman. If I text you, that take you longer too. So
No.
Really
Text. No, I had text quick. Sometime if I don't see a name come up in it, if your name don't come up, then I probably because I'm thinking it's them people trying to sell me car warranties. I get a lot of that. I got a lot of old cars.
Okay.
I got a lot of old cars they trying to sell me warranties for. Yeah, so you gotta email me, man. I work. That's where I work from. All right, everybody, man. We let out the secret too. Now everybody gonna be pulling my email off my website. But anyway, KIMMIE Kim, again, thank you so much for hosting this show. It was a great one. And again, Dwayne, don't be a stranger anytime, bro. You know,
no doubt.
We got more shows. Definitely got to get you on TV. We could be talking to Shay, try to get some more shows for her and get you on there. I know she'd love to talk to you. And her and
man, tell Shay I want to be on the Red Room.
Yeah, man.
I want to be on the Red Room.
Get in the red. I want to be on the Red Room. She hasn't had me on the Red Room yet. Has she?
Man,
I think I didn't.
Get us on the Red Room.
Maybe I was on there.
I want to be on the Red Room.
I didn't release it. she was asking me too many deep questions. But anyway, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We got to get out of here for my radio people be mad. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jerry Woods Live Worldwide, and that's KIMMIE Kim right here on Late Night with Jerry Woods Live in Positive Power.
Squad.
You're listening to Jerry Woods Live Worldwide Podcast.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double X.
Positive Power 21.org Internet Radio.
You are listening to Jerry Woods Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Woods Live Worldwide.
Hello people, greetings all the way from the motherland, Lagos, Nigeria, Africa. This your homeboy, Popular the Janet Ross. Send a shout out to all you all with the love of Christ. I listen always to the Jerry Royce show, and I advise you to do the same. The best place to be. Hallelujah day. God love you, and I love you too. Boom!
Drew Hill. And I'm proud to say that I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and you're now listening to my man, Jerry Royce, Live Podcast, the best international radio station in the whole wide world. Peace and love.